Hi everyone, I did my video before the wrong way around, so I'm going to re-record it so it's easier to watch. Now everyone's asked me whether I'm still running the singles event on Friday. Now we're living in an ever-changing world, and what's okay today is not okay tomorrow, but at the moment we are still able to run events that are no more than 100 people. So our singles party on Friday will probably be between about 50 and 70 people. I am advising people to only come if they're feeling healthy, to follow all the health department protocols. But at this stage, unless anything changes, we are going ahead. I'm almost fully booked out for women, but there are still places for guys. So it could be, I don't know, when we look at what's happening in other countries in the world, if we look at, I've got friends in Italy, in Spain, in Ireland and America, they've closed down their bars and their restaurants entirely. So that may happen here. I'm not sure. They say it's not going to, but we really don't know. So I'm just following what the guidelines are, and this could very well be the last one for a little while. So if you're thinking about coming, take advantage of it while you can. Now, it leads me to, what do you do if you're single and looking for love in a time of coronavirus? You've seen the movie Looking for Love in a Time of Cholera, right? When there's significant health scares, what do you do? Now, we've got three choices. At the moment, we're not shut down. We're told to keep social distance and be responsible. We still can go out and talk to people at this point, and you can take advantage of that while you can. Maybe you'll meet someone you like and you can self-isolate them for 14 days and see how it goes. Alternatively, you're going to have two options left to you. Look, I'm looking at running some events in the virtual world to give people an opportunity that's not online dating to meet, and I'm going to explore that depending on how things go in the future. But if it gets to the point where we can't go out to bars, clubs, restaurants, coffee shops, you can take that time and use things like online dating as your friends and change the way you use it. Now, what people do with online dating at the moment is they tend to be in a rush to meet someone. Well, that's not going to be the case if we have a lot of the ways of meeting closed down. So my advice would be change the way you use it to get a different outcome. If you look at the Netflix show Love is Blind, they got to know each other first and built a strong connection. Yeah, it only worked in 50% of the cases, but it's a stronger chance than how people are using online dating at the moment. Because what will happen on apps is people will swipe, 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 send out these random hey messages to 50 people, be talking to so many people at the once that they're not really forming any relevant connection with the person they're talking to. You can use this time to slow down, to read people's profiles, to find out who they are, to look at the pictures instead of just quickly no. Take your time. And then when they are a match, have some meaningful conversations that will form a connection with the person that you're talking to. Flirt, banter. Don't be, I think so many times online people are trying to get to the chase too quick, and it wouldn't work in real life, and that's why it doesn't work online. The other thing that I would recommend that you do is, this is going to be novel for a lot of you, okay? Because I know a lot of people nowadays like to use their phone for texting, but they really don't like using their phone for talking. Now, if you can't have a great conversation with someone on the phone, you're never going to have a good relationship with them. So use the time to connect by phone. You can even use video chat. I mean, when I'm talking to you, you get to see me. If we're both video chatting together, you can tell a lot about a person. Yeah, it doesn't rule out the whole having to meet in real life, but you can use the time effectively and in a different way so it will actually work, okay? So that's my recommendation. The third thing that I suggest you do is work on yourself. Work on being. A lot of people come from a desperate need when they want to date someone, that they're coming from, they're depressed, they're lonely, they want someone to fill that hole, and there's a lot of blank spaces. Maybe they don't love themselves or feel good about themselves, so they want that external validation from someone else. Well, you can work on that during this time. And look, when I coach people, I work with a lot of people who've done a lot of work on themselves, but they've still left. It's a bit like gardening, right? You can't go do the weeding once. You have to keep it up to date. Weeds will grow, you pull them out. When the weeds get out of control, it can be a lot more hard work to take them out. But once you take them out, it's a matter of maintaining them. So a lot of the time, I find particularly with people the second time around, they've got a lot of hurt and they've got a lot of pain. And they often are looking for someone to make them feel better. But that's just like putting a band-aid on a gaping wound. I say this one all the time, you're going to end up bleeding on someone that hasn't essentially hurt you. So you can take the time to heal some of that pain. If you've been cheated on, if you've been let down by someone that you love more than anyone, that is exceptionally painful, okay? And it leaves a bit like a wound. It can leave a wound, and you've got to allow it to heal before you're going to be okay. So often people go out before the wound's healed. You can take the time to work on some of that stuff. And I know a lot of that stuff ends up conditioning us, okay? What do I mean by conditioned? We tend to act in a way to prevent the pain, and we focus so much on not experiencing that pain again that we either don't date or we date the same person expecting different results, which is freaking insanity, okay? So I'm going to run some courses during this time online that can help people work on some of that stuff. And you know what? It can be quicker than you think, and you can come out the other end to have an amazing, wonderful relationship. So you have the three options. You have a limited window where you can still get out and meet people. If you look at other countries around the world, it changed really quickly. I think within 2 weeks, their whole world changed, and that could happen here. We don't know yet, and it's a bit uncertain, and that's what can be a bit stressful for a lot of people. But if we get to the point where we can't go out, like I said, look at how you use online dating, and I do have a program that can help you with that, and you can use this time so differently, or you can really work on yourself in a way that will change everything, because coronavirus is not going to last forever. It's going to be this set period of time, and you can use this to your benefit and get some different results. So, but you still have the chance to come to the singles party on Friday, because at this stage, unless anything changes, we are still going ahead. And I'd love to see you there. And whatever you're doing, have a good day. And sorry that I had to record this twice. I'll go and delete the other one now, and take care. Bye.